When someone asks you, are you physically fit? What is the answer you give them? Do you say, I'm not into all that fitness stuff? Or do you say, no, I don't exactly know what fitness is? Some people believe that fitness is to be able to run 1 mile in about 6 to 7 minutes. But that is true, but it's also not true. There are 3 levels of fitness. There's a base level, a middle level, and a top level. The base level is to be able to perform everyday tasks and not become fatigued. Meaning, if you work inside a manufacturing plant, to be able to perform the task of that manufacturing plant and not become fatigued. The middle area requires physical exercise, and the top layer, well, that's more along the triathlete level. Today the goal of this workout is going to be to reach the bottom level, the base level of fitness, to be able to perform everyday tasks while staying at home. If I were to name this, I would name it Stay at Home Fitness, because it's directed towards the parents who are at home with baby and have many different things. I know for me, by the time I'm done with my day with my son, I'm a little fatigued, and the idea of picking him up and holding him and moving him around and making sure he's happy definitely wears me out during the day. So the first thing I'm going to discuss is stretching techniques. There are many different stretches, and it's not so much whether you stretch, it's how you stretch. And the first thing I'm going to cover when it comes to stretching is, when you stretch, your warm-up stretch, whether 10 seconds, 20 seconds, should be half the time of your cool-down stretch. Meaning your cool-down stretch, if your warm-up stretch was 20 seconds, your cool-down stretch needs to be 40 seconds. Now, let's go into the different workouts. These different workouts are going to be basically core leverage workouts, and they're also going to be 2 parts. Now, for these workouts, I'm going to be using a resistance band and an exercise ball. Now, my exercise ball is 8 pounds, my son is 20, but I like the way this workout ball works for me. It's one of my favorite things to use when I'm doing Russian twist or any type of ab exercise as well. The first exercise we're going to do is, you're going to put your legs you're going to put your feet shoulder width apart, and it's going to be your basic squat thrust. Okay? You can increase the intensity by jumping, or you can lower the impact by not leaving the ground. And I'll show you that right now. You want to squat down about 90 degrees, stand up, and push basically your simulated weight of your child into the air. So, squat down. Okay? Now, each one of these exercises that we're doing, you want to do 10 to 12 reps and 3 to 5 sets. The second exercise we're going to do is what I like to call around the world. And basically, it's the same squat technique. You're going to squat down, but when you come back up, you're going to bring baby around the world and squat back down. So it should look like this. Control is very important when doing these workouts. Now the next one is, I would say, is my personal favorite. Because when people talk about core, everyone thinks abs, torso-ish, but they never consider their lower back until you hold your baby while doing something and you're like, oh, my back is killing me. So it's important to do this workout. And basically it's going to be a Roman deadlift with an arm. So it should look like this when turned to the side. The Roman deadlift should look like this. And you come back up, and the arm break. Okay, you can put your hand on the bottom of the ball if you want, or your weight if you want, your designated weight, whatever you choose. So it should look like this. Remember, you can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. Now the last exercise we're going to do, I'm going to use my resistance band. And this exercise is basically, you're working in the house, you're getting milk ready, and baby's crying, so now you have to hold baby in one hand while making his milk in another hand. I know all parents have this wonderful day. So you're holding baby in one hand, and basically you want to hold it not into your body, but away from your body to work your bicep. It's going to look like this. You're going to take your other hand, and this basically simulates doing things. Okay? And you want to do something to the other side. And now, those are the 4 workouts that we're going to discuss. By doing, like I said, by doing 10 to 12 reps of these workouts, making sure you use the stretching technique, and lastly, a diet. Everyone knows the low-carb diet, don't eat carbs too late, but what they don't know is something called metabolism boosters. These things are certain foods that boost your metabolism. A couple of the things are to cook with coconut oil. Add coconut milk to your diet, avocados, and virgin olive oil. When eating a salad, do not cook the virgin olive oil. When eating a salad, add a capful of virgin olive oil to your meal, and it will boost your metabolism. By doing these different things, doing these 3 things, stretching, working out, and changing, and these metabolism boosters, we should meet that base level of fitness.